Happy Lionsgate! Rawr! This is my lion puppet, one of my favorites, Leo Lion. So today is a powerful time to manifest, put out into the world what you want, what you want to do. I did some writing and burning because, it's Leo season, fire. And to be honest, I didn't really know too much about Lionsgate. Like, I knew there was something with the numbers, right? The number 8, the numerology. It's very powerful and helpful in creativity and putting yourself out there. And I read a little bit more about it, and it also has to do with like the sun and the star Sirius and their relationship to one another. And Sirius is I guess brighter, so you can see it in the sky. And the Egyptians, I believe, there was a goddess that represented that star that they worshipped. It also was like signifying the beginning of harvest. And we also had in the Celtic Wheel of the Year, Lammas, marking like the midway point between summer and fall. I can't believe it. I mean, I'm a summer baby. I love the summer, but over the years, I have grown to really love fall as well. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm super excited for pumpkin candles, pumpkin everything. It brings me so much comfort and joy. But we are talking about Lionsgate. I'm going to pull 2 cards, one from the Druidcraft Tarot by Philip and Stephanie Carr-Gomm, illustrated by Will Worthington, and Kim Kranz, The Wild Unknown Archetypes. This is going to be for some inspiration for Lionsgate, or just a message for this time. So our first card's going to be our Druidcraft Tarot. See what our message is. We have the King of Swords. So check him out. He's sitting on his throne, looking real chill, but also like, I gotta make some decisions. I'm really digging his sandal shoe situation. Feeling like he is tapping into like that our Birkenstock like sandal situation fashion that we got going on. The Birkenstock clogs. Anyway, I digress. So some keywords are intellectual, decisive, discriminating. The King of Swords is a man of ideas and actions. His intellectual powers are finely honed, and he is at his best when making judgments and decisions. He is the kind of person you need as your lawyer or accountant. Surgeons, scientists, editors, and computer specialists are ideal profession, for they need the ability to be discriminating and decisive. Attention to detail and the King of Swords' inability to be swayed by his emotions makes him a good friend to talk to if you want an honest, objective opinion, or if you want to bounce ideas around. As a lover, he will enjoy fantasy and flirtation, though may avoid the depths of passion, preferring the bright light of ideas to the darker depths of feeling, where the mind is of little use as a guide. Meaning, when not referring to a person, this card represents advice, particularly legal or financial. This will usually be positive and helpful advice of a factual nature. It can also indicate a need for intellectual honesty, justice, or discipline, or for you to make a decision based on facing the facts of a situation, and if necessary, undertaking a sacrifice for the sake of the greater good, or for the sake of a principle. Discipline is needed to achieve goals, but when used inappropriately, it becomes corrosive, even cruel. The reverse may suggest the corrupt and heartless use of power. and the ability to communicate clearly and objectively may have become distorted, so that communication is now used in a hurtful, scheming, or slanderous manner. Negative advice in financial or legal matters, or even dissatisfaction with authoritarianism. So I read the reverse as well because I find it helpful. So maybe there is something in your life right now that you need to have more of a clear, factual based way of deciding something, or maybe it's the opposite. Maybe it's something, maybe you're being too in your head and you're not connecting with your heart. So whatever message is coming up for you, but I feel like for this Lionsgate lion, Leo, the lion, is all about the heart, the courageous lion. I started saying the scarecrow. I'm forgetting it. It's interesting that the swords and air and like the mind, being in the mind is like coming up. So maybe it's a good reminder to kind of connect your mind and your heart, and creating some action for what you're trying to manifest, or get some advice. It sounds like as well. All right, and for our next card from our archetype, Dead End. All right, so I was a little like, why? What? The dead end? What's that stopping hand? But I really like the message. So the dead end is the closed door, the final chapter, the impasse. It's interesting because if we're talking about like a portal, it's like, can be considered a portal. Reflect on dead ends in your past that led to unimaginable wonders. The moment you accept the ending, a feeling of grace will arise. Doors begin to open, both inside you and in the world. And it says that note that in most stories and movies, the moment the protagonist reaches the dead end, something riveting happens. You are the protagonist. So there it says, contrary to what the name implies, the dead end is very much alive. It is a force that stops us from moving forward as planned. It is thick, dense, uncompromising, a wall beyond walls. With every bramble, thorn, and stone, it simply states, no more, child. You have reached the last page of this chapter. It is natural to resist its very resistance and struggle even harder to make our way, to prove our point, to hold on to what was. In this way, we fight with life itself. From a mythic perspective, the end you face is very much a beginning. There are doors opening all around you. Just note the one you planned on walking through. Just not the one you plan on walking through. If you are honest and courageous enough to accept, adjust, and adapt, the dead end becomes known as life's beginning. Ooh. So it's about like accepting, humility, relief, reverence for change, and when dark, inertia, stuckness, tension, unconscious gripping. It says go deeper. Kenny Rogers, the gambler. Dawn Hathaway is giving up. I really love this deck. So much wisdom in this. And I'm really feeling the kind of the change energy, right? Start taking some action. What do you need to just let end and begin again? So at first I was a little like, what are these cards? But now I'm definitely feeling these. Yeah. Well, I hope that these resonated with you. If you have any questions, put it in the comments. And I hope that you take some time today to think about the things that you want in your life. I also, in my writing, wrote down what I wanted for our planet, for humanity. And so, yeah, think big, go expansive. You can go like insular, go expansive. I think my Leo heart was just like, ooh. I want love and acceptance and peace for our, for humankind, planet. All right. Thanks for listening, and until next time.